Okay, mic testing. Everything looks good. Stream should be rolling soon. Wonderful. Right, here we go, guys. So this is Israel versus Colombia. We are starting on 2 Jane. And as you well know, the beginning of this round can be quite active, particularly if you have talented snipers. Zigzag not seeing anything in terms of the jump towards B. So we are going to look forward and just see what the Axis players are doing. Quite a steady start. Could be due to respect of both teams. We have Tycoon here. Popping a nade over to east side. It does look like... Oh, Bishar with the double kill on the grenade there. A wonderful first opening start for the Allied round here, or Allied players, beg your pardon. The plant is going down on B. It's quite a quick plant here, so could be an early round to the Allies. Hooligan taking down Zakes. If I get names wrong, I do apologise. This is a ignorant Brit trying to pronounce everyone properly here, so I do apologise. D taking down Hooligan. We're down to just D on his own at the minute, and Zigzag getting the kill. There's a really confident push from the Allies there. Sniper staying in the back and making sure that his team were covered there. Really good, confident first round from Israel there, taking the first opening round. And we go into the second. Zakes looking for that peek from the Allies over on the spawn roost, and it doesn't look like they're going to find it. David's looking to back him up, sitting on spawn MG. And again, the Allied team being respectful, not going down that main street towards Banana. D sitting in the back of B truck. He has noticed some Allied players coming across. He is going to need backup. If this is another B push, we do know that the last time they did that, they were incredibly successful. Hooligan with a quick scope. Or sorry, Hooligan getting quick scope. I do beg your pardon. And it is a 3v3, so a bit of a slower round this time. D sitting in the back of B truck. He does take emotion down. Well played, but he finds a shotgunner as well. Excellent play by D there. Really well played. Great reactions. Defending his bomb site bravely. And we do have Rocky on his own here for Israel. He is up against D, and he's taken down Zakes, going all the way back to Allied spawn and taking him down with that quick jump scope there. Well played. Really well played. And we find ourselves at 1-1. Now, the opening scopes haven't been too active here. Tycoon getting the early nade kill onto Rocky, and D taking down Hooligan quite quickly, which is quite strange for a 2J map. Both scopes finding themselves quite out of need, essentially, at the beginning. And we do find ourselves with Israel 3 men down, facing a 5-man Colombian team. Bishar being respectful and hanging back. He does have the shotgun. The smoke has gone down. But he does need to team up with Zigzag if they are going to be effective in this round. Zigzag taking shots, but not managing to find his mark. Grenade. Oh, there it is. There's a headshot onto Zakes. He does find another one. Is he going to get the second kill? Doesn't seem to get it just yet. Taken down by Tycoon. Bishar getting the tag on him. The Axis player being respectful, but unfortunately not able to do anything. Bishar now armed with the car and the shotgun. Really quick work onto Davids there. He has been found by another Axis player. Great jumping shot onto D. He's bringing it back to 1-1. He's doing the fake to try and see if he can bait out Emotion here. He has done. But Emotion does now know he's off the plant. So all Emotion needs to do is just keep him off that plant. If he falls for the fake, it could be a Bishar with the clutch. Really well played by this man here. Really well played indeed. He's taking it steady. He does have 30 seconds, and the onus is on him to make that plant. Emotion holding back wisely. Not showing his head, not giving Bishar any reason to get the win. Bashar does need to make up his mind. He has moved over to B, and I don't know whether Emotion has thought of that. The plant going down at the front. Emotion needs to make a move.
Explosives planted!
And I don't think he was expecting that. Bashar sitting at the back tank. He needs to get in a good position. If he can find his spot in order to defend that bomb, then it could be well played Bashar. He could have clutched it for his team here. Emotion making some noise over the roofs towards the bomb site. He's making a lot of noise, and Bashar is going to hear that. He doesn't know where he is. Bashar has done amazing to get this far. The fake to bait Bashar out. Is he going to fall for it? Is he going to check? He is. But you can see that Emotion, Bashar is doing really well. If he gets this round, well played Bashar. Really well played. Excellent form there. He managed to clutch that for his team. GG Bashar. Well played, my friend. Well played indeed. And we find ourselves 2-1 to Israel. Great work. Again, it's strange. Both teams respecting the opposite number in terms of scope and not really peeking early rounds. No jumps over to B. No kind of rushes over the spawn roofs there. So both snipers finding themselves quite, I guess, bored at the beginning of these rounds, and the kills aren't really coming for them. D takes down Ravesor. Hooligan taking down Tycoon in return with a lovely headshot. D again in the back of B truck, putting some shots into the smoke just to see if he can get a lucky tag. We find ourselves 4-3 in favour of Colombia. Zake sitting at the back of A, defending it. He doesn't have a nade, so he is just there with the scope. Bashar taking down D. Bashar is being a complete nuisance in this round. And again on Davids. Is he going to get the third? Unfortunately, Zakes takes him down, but Bashar is going to be one to watch this round, I feel. Zigzag taking Emotion down, and it is scope v scope. They've seen each other. A clash of the scoping titans here. Who's going to come out on top? Oh, and Zigzag with the beautiful jumping shot just to make that final kill there. As casual as you like. Well played. Really well played. Excellent work there by Zigzag. And the Allied players swapping a few Axis weapons there. So I'm not sure if Bashar wanted the smoke to go there, but it has gone just on connector between Cage and A. Zigzag looking towards B roofs. Nade's coming close to him, but only finding the pocket of Rocky. Raves all pushing towards A. And it looks like the plant has gone down. Not a hugely quick plant, but David's walking right into the rifle sight of Ravesor there. Ravesor, nice free scope there onto Emotion, but D putting him down in return. Bashar hiding, I believe, in marker. I could be wrong there. D taking tags and wisely moving out of the way there. He is on his own. He's hurt quite badly. He's got a 3-man Israel to take down on his own and try and get that bomb defuse. If he can do it, then he takes down Hooligan. It's 2-1. How much has he got in his tank? Let's find out. He's moving towards a bomb site. He doesn't quite know where they are. I believe Bashar is going to be hiding in there, and there he is. He finds him. Zigzag gets the scope left. The scope is on Cage, and D takes him down. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the bomb. Zigzag doing everything he needed to. Not worrying so much about the kills, but just making sure that his team get that round. Welcome into the people joining the stream. We are doing a shoutcast for Israel versus Colombia here, so thank you for joining, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Sakes looking towards that spawn roof again, and still no runners across there. Nothing. It seems like the Allies just aren't keen on using that route, potentially respecting the Axis sniper. Tycoon looking down Main Street and Banana. No one using that. It's quite an interesting tactic from Israel here. They're not using Main Street at all. I take it back. Zigzag making a push down Main Street, but quite a late one. Bashar taking down D, and in returns, David's finishing him off. The shotgunner has gone for the Allied team. Sakes again finds himself at the back of A. His more kind of preferred spot by the seams of it. It's 2v2. Colombia with Zakes and Davids, and Israel with Zigzag and Hooligan. David sitting at the back of B truck. Hooligan taking down Zakes. That's a sniper gone for Axis. It is David's on his own, and he has struggled to find his way into this game, and Hooligan just making it even harder for him. And we find ourselves 5-1. Israel really running away with these rounds and being incredibly well kind of drilled on this map. Hooligan finding a nade from Davids. Ravesor taking a bit of a battering by Cage, but still managing to stay alive. Zigzag injured. You may have to back off from that. Colombia again respecting the skills of Israel and not pushing too far forward. We do sometimes see Axis teams pushing that kind of main street and banana, almost cage area in some areas, but Colombia aren't doing it here. They're giving Colombia room, which may not be paying off currently, but they're getting into the late parts of these rounds. So if they stick with it, they may find themselves getting a few rounds back. But let's see. Israel down to 2 men. Colombia on 3. Sniper is down for Allied team. Zake still alive for the Axis. Bashar, who has been nothing short of a nuisance for the Axis team in this round, is still alive. Looking towards spawn and getting his name out there even more. Taking down Tycoon. It is the Axis sniper left for Colombia. Oh, he manages to see the hand of Bashar, but not getting the tag, and Bashar may just punish him for this. Car rounds being fired off at both people. Oh, the headshot there would have been beautiful, and Rocky backing up his teammate beautifully there and making it 6-1 for Colombia. Israel, beg your pardon, I do apologise. 6-1 Israel. They're really starting to run away with this. Colombia need to find something that can work for them here, because Israel are really punishing them. And look at that, the quick push by Hooligan there onto A. And he does take down Zakes. That's the sniper gone. Bashar backing him up. And he is going to have that shotgun car combo. Rocky taking down Emotion. Colombia seem to be running out of options here, and they're just finding the easy kills here. Colombia just seem to be kind of giving Israel the frags here, and Tycoon getting one, taking down Hooligan. But we do find ourselves 4-2 in favour of Israel. There it is. This Israel team are on fire. Colombia are really going to have to come up with something special here, because it's tough. And Tujane is around when, or is a map, sorry, that when you find one team tend to be running with it, it's quite hard for another team to get back into it. A bit of lag there from Bashar, but no worries. The nade will still fly. Zigzag looking towards B. Not managing to find a target. And I don't think it's anything wrong that the snipers are doing. I just think that the other players of both teams are just doing well at keeping their heads down and not making an easy target for the sniper. Zigzag unfortunate there, not being able to find David's head, but David's taking him down in reply. We do find ourselves in a 3v3, and D catches that nade from Ravesor. We do have Bashar and Rocky making a nuisance of themselves at the B bomb site. Rocky almost finding an Axis head there, but not managing to get it. Putting some bullets onto Axis spawn and not managing to find a tag, but he's going to make his way back into underpass. A heavy tag there by Davids. Ravesor finishing him off. I don't think Ravesor will be breathing too slowly there, and just like that, after taking a heavy damage from Davids, he just casually, as you like, does that jumping shot to finish the round there. Let's look at this. Beautiful. Never doubted him. Never doubted him. I think Bashar maybe him a little bit of lag, but hopefully he'll stick with us. I don't know if a few Axis players were AFK there, but this is a map where you need to be kind of off from the start, particularly if you are a scope and you have a good scope and position. You can utilize that by getting into your spot quickly and trying to look for those early jumps. Zigzag, scope on scope, finishing Zakes, and Bashar taking down Emotion. We find ourselves at 8-1 for Israel here, and Tycoon is all on his own. He's heavily tagged. Comms are going to go out as with regards to his whereabouts, and the nade is going to fall on him. Ravesor just with the heat-seeking nade there, finishing him off. A beautiful nade. Really well placed by Ravesor. Well done. Well played. We find ourselves at 9-1. 9-1 here for Israel. Really, really impressive start here. Colombia do need to find something in the bag here and just at least get a round or two back, just for their confidence. Zigzag and Rocky both finding kills. Ravesor as well. It's three players down for the Axis team. A really quick success, and there's the fourth. Davids is on his own. Wow.
Allies win.
Wow. Where did they get this Israel team from? This is amazing. Staggering. The rounds are just flying for them here. Really well played. And you do have to feel for Colombia, because Tujane is a hard map to get back into. Ravesor taking down Emotion, and in return, Emotion finding a nade onto one of the allied players. Zake sitting on A roofs. Nades are coming over. He's going to have to be careful. David's still on spawn. The allied smoke is going on to B bomb site. Could be a fake. But with that said, they could also be making that deadly push. Zigzag taking down D in Main Street. Davids finds himself alone again. He does only have 2 Israel players to deal with, but they are 2 Israel players that have really been on fire this game. Bashar and Zigzag making a lot of trouble for themselves and being a thorn in the Colombian side here. We do have Bashar over at A, doing the fake and just checking the back rooms there. He does appear to be safe. I don't think he knows where Davids is. David's way over at B. He doesn't have a grenade either, so he is on his own just with the car. And you'd hate to be in this position. It is never nice to be in a 2v1 with the plant down as the last Axis player. You are a huge disadvantage, particularly when the Axis, or the allied players, sorry, have found their hiding spot, and David's unfortunately not able to get that kill onto Zigzag, and Zigzag just casually finishing him off. 11-1 as we go into half-time. Really well played by Israel. Really well played. A great kind of team cohesion and just individual performances all round. Colombia really do need to find that spark. They need to find that gel that can just give them that confidence. Just get a few rounds back. That's all they need. Ready up so we're not a nuisance. But if you're just joining, welcome in everybody. This is the first match of the day. Israel versus Colombia, and tonight later on we do have the big game, France versus Germany, which I hope you'll all join me for. I am really looking forward to covering that one. But thank you for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. So we do have the team switch. Israel do find themselves on the Axis side, and Bashar taking a heavy nade tag there, but working his way through the underpass. This probably is the quickest we've seen a push from the Axis side, but unfortunately Bashar not able to get that kill onto Emotion. Rocky taking down D with a headshot, and Ravesor is going to find himself falling down to Emotion's shotgun there. Emotion taking those alleyways for himself. Hooligan covered in smoke here. Trying to find an allied head, but not able to currently. He does get a tag onto Emotion there, but unfortunately it isn't enough to take him down. Rocky at spawn, coming over to back up his teammate Hooligan, not needing it, and taking down Tycoon. Emotion is on his own now, and unfortunately taken down by Zigzag, who seemed to be kind of just chilling at spawn for a while and just popping up when he's needed. Just kind of camping and saving energy by the looks of it. Well played. Zigzag being a really, really talented sniper. And just like Bashar, making a nuisance of himself and popping up when needed. Zake's getting the early kill onto Rocky, and Hooligan taking down Zake's in return. So we do have the allied sniper down for this round. Emotion popping the smoke towards B by the looks of it. Going on to underpass and finding a couple of shotgun bullets from that is more than likely Bashar. Zigzag finishing off Davids. You really, really do have to feel for Davids here. He has struggled to find himself or find his way into this match. Bashar sitting in smoke, waiting for the allied players just to make an appearance. And there it is, Emotion just walking right into that trap and finding a keen Bashar to finish him off there. D on his own and in mid-air, mid-flight. Really well played there. Really quite decisive round by Israel there, finishing at 13-1. And Bashar and Zigzag making a massive impact there. You really don't see that often, that some teams just kind of running away with 2Jane. You do kind of sometimes see back and forth rounds, but this was a clear, decisive kind of win by Israel there. Really well done. Let's give a good half. Well played to all players there. Again, not taking anything away from the Colombian team. It could just be that Israel find themselves more comfortable on a 2Jane map, but yeah, wow, let's hope they can at least come back and at least put a dent in Israel and Burgundy here. We do like to see kind of, games that are even to an extent, and, while it is nice to see some teams just perform really well consistently, you do kind of, as a commentator, you do kind of want to see both teams at least give a fight, So we'll ready up just so we're not being a nuisance, and the teams will more than likely jump in when they're ready. But everyone is in. I think Israel are just waiting for their fifth to reconnect. So I'll have a quick drink just to keep the throat lubricated. But again, thank you everyone for joining. If you just jumped in, we do find ourselves on the second map of the match today between Israel and Colombia. Israel taking 2Jane incredibly decisively with a 13-1 win. So not much to do for Israel on Burgundy here, and this can be a map where that first bomb rush can be incredibly popular. Getting a smoke down, or even getting that kind of talented sniper to look towards Axis spawn for any jumpers can be vital here. And we do know that Zigzag is hot with the scope, so if he's on form for allies, it could be all he needs for, or Axis, beg your pardon, it could be all they need for a couple of early rounds. But let's see, I believe Colombia have picked allies, so who knows? Zigzag may not even need to flick over to that allied round before the match is won. Again, players for the last map that kind of stood out. Bashar with a couple of moments where he was outgunned and outnumbered and just confidently taking the round and bringing it back for his team there. You really have to give him some credit there. And Zigzag as well, just being a really patient scope. Particularly if your team are pushing forward, it is quite hard as a sniper not to want to push up and back up your team. But, I hate to say the camping word, but as a scope, that is kind of your job. And if you can be calm and collected and wait for your team to push and back them up when needed, you can be incredibly vital on maps like 2Jane and Burgundy to an extent. That main spawn house as an allied player can be quite effective, but also it is watched quite meticulously by the Axis players. So while it's a good way to back up your team members, it is also something that's going to be watched and potentially rushed. So potentially keep an eye out for the Axis shotgunner rushing through mid, particularly if the smoke does go down onto the Tiger here. We do sometimes see a really effective shotgun push, and that can be deadly if the allies are holding back and waiting for a reaction. But let's see how we do. We're just waiting for Zakes to ready up here. Tycoon is joined, and here we go. We're going into the first round of Burgundy. It is tense for Colombia. Let's see what they can do. Let's see what they can bring. Israel taking the Axis side. And let's have a little look as to see where teams are going to go. The nades are going over to that little route into the B bomb site just to prevent those Axis players getting a defensive position in there. Tycoon sitting in the smoke, and he does take Bashar out there. D taking down Bobo as well. Good start by Colombia. Only losing Zake so far. Take it back, losing Davids too. But again, they do have that B bomb site more or less in their control, and once you've done that, you're in a good position. It is really hard for Axis players to get that defuse once this bomb has gone down. So there it is. Israel finding themselves in a bit of a negative position here. They have got that bomb to now defuse, and they do find themselves with Hooligan and Ravesor, a scope and a car. And unfortunately, Hooligan does go down, so Colombia could be taking this first round here. Ravesor Getting a really quick kill onto D there, making it 1-1. Can he get that second? He does find himself again. It's a shotgunner and really using that tree well, but unfortunately not well enough. Well played, Colombia. They needed that. They really did need that. A good opening round there, making it 1-0 to Colombia. Okay, let's see if we can get a good look on Zakes here. Trying to get those early jumps from the Axis team. And again, the Axis player is not giving him that. And unfortunately, he did miss it. There is a benefit to waiting for a bit on that jump there, because the allied sniper does kind of usually sit and wait, but what you make up for in saving a player's life, you do lose in terms of ground lost for the allies if they do decide to push that B bomb site. And there you go. Ravesor taking down D, and Bashar again finding himself at the mercy of an allied bullet. Zake still stuck in spawn. He is on his own. He does have Ravesor, Rocky and Hooligan to contend with. A great quick scope there onto Ravesor. And a second onto Rocky. Can he get the third? Really well played. Zake's coming into form here. Hooligan being respectful and kind of sneaking around to try and catch Zake's unaware. And I don't know if Zake's knows he's here. They could eventually run into each other. We could see a bash, but no. Zake's just, did so well. And yet just that last part just needed to just check his corners. Hooligan being really casual just with the pistol there and just dispatching him quite nice and easily. We're going to get a sniper duel here. Zake's winning that one confidently, waiting for Ravesor to show his body and just dispatching him quickly. Davids with the nade onto Bobo. And the allies again making that popular push onto B. And the plant could well be going down, or they could be doing it just to draw out some Axis nades. Looks like that's what they've done. We see ourselves at 5-2 here for Colombia. 5-1, I take it back. The commentator's curse, and there it is. A complete whitewash there. Colombia really, really coming into their own here on this map. They're looking so much more confident, so much more gelled, just cohesive and working well as a team. Zake's unfortunate there on that kill. We just put a hole in the Axis. There it is. There it is. He put a hole in his trousers at the beginning and put a bullet into his shoulder. Well played, Zakes. David's getting the kill on Hooligan, but unfortunately Tycoon sticking his head in the way there, and a bit of friendly fire there, but it's not going to matter. Colombia still are 4-2 up. And we see ourselves with Ravesor and Bashar, and I take it back. Bashar is on his own. I need to stop commentating on who's alive, because I always end up killing that person off. The commentator's curse. Bashar on his own, sitting in the smoke, looking towards Tiger. He finds the head of Zakes. And unfortunate they're not able to finish him off like he did on Tujane, but you do kind of feel that Colombia are at home on Burgundy. They do appear to be in full swing here. And D with the car shot onto Ravesor, taking out the Axis sniper. Not even needing Zakes there. Zakes out of a job. Bobo getting a tag onto the allied player and not managing to find the second. Axis are putting up a bit of a defense on the B bomb site here, and Tycoon finishing, or being finished off, sorry, by Hooligan. The binds coming out here. Bobo looking for a bit of a distraction. Hooligan managing to grab the car, so that is long range and short range sorted. He does have the shotgun. He's going to make away to half track, and he does take down Davids. Gets damaged, but Colombia, for probably the first time on Burgundy, find themselves just with Zakes on his own. Hooligan, there it is. That's what I was talking about earlier. This spawn house being great for a sniper, but the shotgunner on the Axis team does love to hunt it. You do see that quite often. 3-2 here. Israel getting that round back. And that grenade coming close there, literally landing in the helmet of Tycoon. Bashar taking down Emotion. Emotion also struggling to find his way into Burgundy, but Hooligan finishing off Davids. The B bomb site push has been repelled. Zakes taking down Ravesor. And backing off again towards the allied bomb site is while it is safe, it is kind of an obvious spot, and Israel will probably be looking for that hunt and trying to get him. They probably will know he's going to be there. There it is. Yeah, there's one thing you don't want to be as an allied sniper on Burgundy, and that is left on your own. You will be hunted. You will indeed be hunted. Hooligan popping down that smoke onto Tiger to try and block the scope, but it doesn't matter. Ravesor getting the bullet to the head from Zakes there. That smoke proving not needed at all. Bashar taking down D, and unfortunately popping his head up a bit too much, and David's taking it off for him, giving him a bit too deep of a haircut. David's again with the headshot. He's just loving the headshots today. Hooligan waiting for him to peek again. He drops his car. Interesting. Does take down David's. Zakes is behind him. He picks up the Thompson instead. Oh no, he's gone back for the car. I don't know if he meant to do that, but he threw me off in an emotion, just catching him mid-dress and taking him down. Bobo is on his own. You can hear the allied player running around, but is still looking for that pesky allied sniper who may well be at spawn. Zake. Oh, Bobo missing that shot. And Emotion punishing him for it. I don't think Emotion knew he was there. If he'd have just waited for that precise moment, he may have got that kill. 4-3 here. Colombia still ahead. Zake's really being a punishing sniper here. And making sure that the Axis do respect that jump. Rocky getting the early kill onto D, and Emotion nading Bobo. Bashar taking down Emotion. And again with Davids. Is Bashar in spawn house? You do not... No. Bashar has no right being... He was. Bashar was in spawn house quickly. He just ran up there with the MP44 and just caused absolute havoc. Well played by Bashar. Tycoon getting a shotgun round to his shoulder and wisely backing off. But throwing a nade over. Hopefully it may find the kill, but I don't think it... Nope. Hooligan has wisely moved away and does finish him off. Tycoon unlucky not to get the kill there, but Bashar amazingly managed to get in spawn house really early. And I really don't think Colombia expected that. He was an absolute nuisance that round. Well played, Bashar. May have just clinched around for them there. Hooligan again popping down that smoke onto the mid-tank. And then a nade over towards the B route. Potentially trying to hold off a rush. Doesn't get a tag. Bashar again being pinned. Bullets bouncing off the wall, and D pulling out the pistol for that humiliating kill. Hooligan getting a tag on the shoulder, but then Tycoon finishing him off. It is a bit of a manic kind of battle around Tiger here. Allies are looking to get that plant down onto B. D doing a great job in backing up his teammate, but not managing to... Wow, crazy. I was just about to compliment D for backing up his teammate while the plant was going down, and he did do it bravely. Lost his life in the process, but Ravesor on his own, looking for that kind of sneak, and does find Davids lurking there. But Emotion with the M1, destined for his head there. Clutches around for Colombia. This is a different Colombia. This is really impressive. Although the rounds are close, Colombia are just so much more confident on Burgundy. It's great to see. It really is. Zake's getting the early kill on Bashar, so no spawn rush from Bashar, and Zake's getting the next scope onto Ravesor. Zakes is having the time of his life on Burgundy here, just finding kill after kill. He does get Bobo as well. Tycoon. Oh, Tycoon unlucky there. Rocky does take him down, but then Zakes finds a grease gun laying on the floor and dispatches him briefly. We do find Hooligan on his own. He did manage to get a heavy tag on Zakes there, which would get him off the bomb. But it's gone down. The shotgun just misses him. Zakes was an animal that round. I think 3 or 4 kills from Zakes. A couple of scope kills, a nade kill, and that final grease gun kill to secure the round. Well played. Colombia 6-4. Ravesor with the nade onto the route for B, and we see a really brave push by the Axis team here. I'd love to see this. Hooligan unfortunately taken down, but if that rush is successful, it can be so deadly on the Allied team. But unfortunately, Israel not seeing the benefit from it, and they find themselves 2 men down early off, and they're going to have to sit back and respect the lead. 3 men down now. Rocky looking for that nade to go over to B bomb site. It would be a great time for it to land now. Bobo taking down Tycoon, and D taking him down in return. Rocky is on his own, and you do have to feel it could be 7-4 for Colombia soon. There it is.
Allies win.
There it is. That push through mid for the Axis team can be so deadly, but unfortunately Israel just not managing to pull it off correctly. And Colombia just almost expecting it. Zakes looking for the jump again. It's always fun to watch his jump. Burgundy missed one. Not happy with himself, but he doesn't have to beat himself up. He's been deadly so far in Burgundy. Hooligan taking down Davis. A massive exchange of kills here. D taking down Ravesor, but then falling prey to a headshot himself. And Bobo getting another one. Tycoon is down for Colombia. We find ourselves in a rare occurrence here with Israel a man up on Colombia. Zakes and Emotion left. And Emotion quite far away from his teammate, trying to get that plant down on A. Will he do it? He does. But he is leaving himself exposed as he is on his own. But Israel nowhere to be seen. They're nowhere near the bomb site. Rocky taking him down. It's Zakes on his own. He has got all the work to do here. He does just have that Springfield. Is it enough? He isn't actually near the bomb site. I don't know if Zakes wanted that bomb to go down. If his teammate has put it down in the right spot, he should be able to see it. But I don't think Zakes can. This could be crucial for the team here. Oh, and the miss. It wasn't in the right spot for Zakes. I don't know whether that was a lack of team communication, but Emotion just not getting that bomb down in the right spot, and Zakes not being able to utilise that spawn house effectively at all. So 7-5 we find ourselves in. Colombia being much more confident on this map and actually putting up a fight for Israel. Israel tend to be kind of struggling a bit as the Axis team, but let's see how they do on the Allied push. Okay, we have Ravesor in view here. See what he can do with the Allied scope in return. The smoke is going down. It's going to block his vision. What can he do? He manages to not get a tag or a kill there. Bashar and Hooligan both finding nade kills. Hooligan whipping out the shotgun and taking down Davids and D. But then taken down by Emotion. He was the last man standing for the Axis team. He finds bullets flying his way and he needs to find some cover. We do see that popular B push by Israel here being really effective. And how did he not die? How did he not die? Emotion putting numerous MP44 bullets into him, but unfortunately not able to get the kill there. Hooligan just being deadly with that shotgun in mid. Again, 7-6 in favour of Colombia. Zakes taking up Sniper Hill. And absolutely punishing Ravesor for even thinking of peeking. D taking some tags there, as well as Davids, and Davids unfortunately falling short to Hooligan. Tycoon, who has struggled a bit as a shotgunner, is lurking around a bomb site, looking for a potential frag. And Emotion getting the headshot onto Hooligan there. We do see the other Allied players around that bomb site. Rocky potentially sitting by half track, just waiting. Colombia looking through spawn house, looking for the scope, but I don't think they're going to find him. In fact, they're not. Rocky does see, he does see Zakes, but gets nothing for it. And unfortunately taken down by Emotion, who does also get the nade kill. Colombia just in the right space, in the right time, and doing everything right here. Even once the bomb has gone down, they're calm and cool and collected and turning this round around. 8-6. Colombia again, a different animal. Still doing effective as an Axis team as well. But welcome in everybody, if you're just joining. This is the second map for Colombia versus Israel. Israel taking Tujane really confidently with a 13-1 win. Colombia putting up much more of a fight here on Burgundy. No early nade kills finding their target. Zakes getting the kill onto Ravesor. That is the sniper frenzy. And a really early push here by Israel, getting that B plant down. Rocky being absolutely pinned, but still managing to keep his head down. Hooligan sitting at the back by Tiger. Rocky getting the headshot onto the Axis scope. Tycoon finding Hooligan, and Bobo getting the headshot on Davids. D, unfortunately, not able just to sneak in and see if he can get D there, but... Or get Rocky even, beg your pardon. Bashar finishing off Tycoon. Bashar not being as deadly as he was on Tujane, but still kind of popping up when needed. Emotion just overwhelmed a bit there, unfortunately. There was just too many allied bodies jumping in and finds himself dispatched. Israel finally getting around back and looking a lot more confident there. Zake's a little bit late starting there. That could cost him. He isn't able to get the kill, and he is also pinned. Hooligan getting that nade kill onto Tycoon. And Ravesor finishing off Zakes there. That late start may have just been it. A really, really wide push from the allied players here, and they find themselves 3 men up, sorry, on Colombia. A bit of public chat going on. There's nothing wrong with that. Bit of emotions in these games. Emotion is now on his own, and he does tag Rocky, but doesn't manage to finish him off. And it is all on Emotion to get this round, if he can. But you do kind of think that Israel may be taking this one as well and bringing it back to 8-8. And there it is. Bashar just looking in the right place, and a Thompson to the face. If Israel start to get confident, you do feel that they are more than capable of grabbing a couple of rounds. MP44 bullets flying across to the Axis, or sorry, Allied spawn site, and Tycoon getting pinned and finally taken down by Bobo, who's gone on a manic rush with the Thompson. Always effective. And that B site is locked down by the Allies, but an Axis smoke has come down, and just an absolute bit of carnage by Axis Tiger. Hooligan pushing into the Axis spawn house. Zakes finds himself on his own, and you do kind of feel there's not much he can do, but he does find Hooligan. Just casually strolling around with a shotgun in hand, dispatches him. It's still 3-1, so Zakes with it all to do. He may as well try. He's not like he has to save. He doesn't have a allied weapon or anything. He is tagged with an M1 and heavily tagged as well. The allied players backing off after just giving him a couple of warning shots. Oh, and the pistol coming. Oh, and the bash. Oh, you never want to go down to a bash. You really don't. But there wasn't much he could do there. He was outnumbered and outgunned. 9-8. Israel starting to come back on this. There it is. Ravesor punishing Zakes for peeking, and the sniper round for this one. Tycoon, what are you doing? I don't know if that was intentional, but Tycoon just taking down his teammate there. I don't quite know what happened. Potentially a misclick. I don't know. We do hear that bomb potentially going down on B, and it is another early push by Israel, favouring this B rush massively just to get the rounds, and it's working. Emotion's on his own. He does find Bashar. But again, that early B rush just being so effective. And there it is. Hooligan getting that final kill on Emotion. Colombia, after a really, really positive start on this, seem to be kind of sort of lethargic. They seem to be kind of sort of reacting to the allied tactics. They're not really kind of setting much of a defense. Saying that, Tycoon does find himself on spawn MG and takes down Hooligan, so that's the mid cupboard. Rocky finishes off Davids. That smoke has gone down on the spawn house, and Rocky taken down by Emotion. And looky, we have another B push, which is proven to be effective time and time again. Colombia do have the man advantage this round, so they could well get the defuse. Saying that, Ravesor just evened things up by taking down Emotion, and then giving them the benefit by taking down Zakes. But Ravesor dispatched by D with a headshot. It's 2-2. D and Tycoon. D being quite deadly with the car in this map, but Tycoon still trying to find his way in with the shotgun, and D evening it up with 1-1. Bashar is by half track, but he is going to move away and give D that space just to see if he can... There it is. That's all Bobo needs to do. He now needs to cover. Now needs to just keep D off the bomb site, and he's done it. He's done it and got the kill for the bonus. Well played by Bobo. All he needed to do there was just keep the Axis player off the bomb, and he did it well. Well played. Really well played. 11-8. Israel running away with this one, getting a 3-round lead. Zake's pushing bravely up mid-street, but luckily not being spotted by Ravesor. He does instead take on Davids, and Zake's getting the quick scope onto Hooligan, but Bashar's nade landing in his hood. D looking towards B bomb site, trying to get a frag, but not unfortunately finding anyone. And again, the B bomb push being really effective, and Colombia need to find some way of getting this done, because Israel are just time and time again getting that B bomb done and defending it well. D playing hopscotch. Emotion more towards Allied spawn, but not thinking that Rocky would be in spawn house with the Thompson. Thompson pushing him off the wall. Sorry, Rocky pushing him off the wall with the Thompson. Bashar waiting. And D, oh, unlucky. D just didn't quite have the answer there. Being finished off by Bobo, who's coming in at the right moments here. Israel with a 4-round lead. And are we going to see another B bomb push? Potentially just by Rocky on his own. Maybe with a bit of backup. Hooligan sitting just towards the smoke. Going towards mid. Not going to find any MG bullets. Going towards his way in. Bashar, wow. Putting in tons of bullets there, and GG's being exchanged. The result being fairly clear. And a bash onto D for his troubles, just to send him on his way with a bash. And we're just going in for the lols here. David's taking down Ravesor, but it isn't going to matter. Israel taking it there. Really well played by both teams, but Israel just being so destructive on Tujane. Really well played by both teams. Colombia did come back on Burgundy. They really did look like they could make an impact. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Zake's getting the headshot onto Ravesor. And Bashar finishing him off. Again, a nice friendly game. That's what we like to see on COD. All too often we see a kind of public chat getting a bit heated. But no, a good exchange by both teams here. Showing good respect to each other as well, particularly on Tujane. Both snipers putting in a great battle with each other.
Axis eliminated.
Well played.
Allies win.
Really, and I'd just like to thank both teams for letting me shoutcast this. This is a real good game to watch. So thank you for that. And there we have it. Israel taking Tujane and Burgundy. Quite convincingly. But again, well played to both teams. I'm going to have a little break just before the big match tonight, which is France versus Germany. I hope you will all join me for that one. Which shouldn't be too much longer, I don't think. Let me just double check what the time is. It's 20 to 8 for me, so let's have a look. I think it is 8:30 UK time, I think. So I do have around 45 minutes or so. Let's just double check. Make sure I have the time right there. Yeah, I think it will be 8:30. So around 8:30 UK time, we are going to see France versus Germany. So guys, I do hope you'll join me for that one. I will leave COD running because it has been quite temperamental lately. But yeah, let's potentially end this stream. I'm going to then go chill, do a few bits, and I will be back very soon for France versus Germany. But thank you everyone for joining. Again, it is always a delight to do these shoutcasts. So I really do appreciate people asking me to do it. Thank you for all the follows as well, everybody. We do have a few new ones. Thank you for that. Welcome in. Sorry for not paying too much attention to chat, but I hope you'll understand. Right, let's just have a look and see who is streaming that we can raid onto, because we have a good amount of people here. I'll tell you what, let's go see Will. I think he's doing a bit of Hell Let Loose, so if you guys can hang around for the raid, that'd be great. And then I'll be back fairly soon for France versus Germany, which I hope you'll all join me for. But yeah, GG everybody. 7 Hypers, welcome in. GG. Thank you for that. We'll be back very soon with France versus Germany. So look out for the go live message. But yeah, I will send you guys over to Will, who's doing some Hell Let Loose. We'll keep the Call of Duty theme going. But yeah, I will see you guys very soon in half an hour, 45 minutes or so. Thank you for being here. There he is. You can hear him. You can hear him. The man himself. He's playing some Hell Let Loose, which is we'll keep that World War II theme going. Yeah, Cakesy, 9:30, France versus Germany. Elbate, welcome in, friend. I'm looking forward to streaming that. I'm really excited for that. But I'm just going to raid, have a quick break, grab a drink, and I'll be back very soon for France versus Germany. So we're going to go over to see Will. Yeah, thank you, Alberto. I had a bit of a fight with CoD2, but finally it's working. I do have the 2-minute delay as well. The 2-minute delay is there. So that is there too. But I will send you guys over to Will, and I'll be back in probably around half an hour or so. Probably a bit less than that, actually, because I'll start streaming early. But I'll be back soon, guys. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you very soon. Take it easy. Craven, welcome in. Thank you for the follows, guys. I'll see you very soon.
Invite to join live. I'm not quite sure what that means then. Invite to join live. I don't know what's that all about. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, mate. Hey, Bad Bear. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, and welcome, guys. Welcome in from Bad Taste Bear stream. How are you, buddy? How was your stream? Thank you. Guys, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. And welcome, everybody. How are you, mate? Trust all is well. Hope you had a cracking stream. It's good to see you as well, mate. I'm so sick of the news, are you? It's great to see you as well, Bad Taste Bear. Great to see you, mate. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the raid. Oh, is it 1 AM where you are, Marty? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. In the nightclub. Nice. With your phone. Kind of hard to talk, I can imagine. Oh, man. Alberto, how are you, buddy? How are you, Alberto? Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Well, he did a shout out. Well, you can have 2. It's great to have 2. I think it's always good to have 2, 3, 4. I don't mind. Thanksy. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Oh, go. Thank you for the tier 1. Gifted tier 1 sub to Bad Taste Bear. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Thank you. Just, oh, mate. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Alberto, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Really do appreciate it. Thank you. That is so kind. Thank you for the follow, mate. The move system is good for yourself, but nightmare to shoot people. It is a nightmare. To get, yeah, when there's somebody like running across the screen, like so, and if in quite a distance, it's some hell of a way to shoot. It's really difficult to get the lead on them. I'm still trying to get the hang of it, Josh. So I am struggling, yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope you're having a cracking time in the nightclub, Marty. I hope you're having a cracking time. People are pushing me and I'm dancing with my girl. Oh, mate. You just got to give him a nudge back. Just give them a friendly nudge in the ribs. That usually solves the situation. I remember those days, Marty, very well, and I'm glad I'm not back in those days. That's why I have crooked teeth. That's why my teeth are not all in one piece. They can catch a tank and throw. Yeah, I know. You can run beside. You can run this. This is quite funny, really. But they're fully aware of it. I'm surprised that they introduced the speed, which I like the speed. If I'm honest with you, I like it that you can get somewhere a lot quicker. But I can't believe somebody didn't think. Well, hang on a minute. If we're upping the speed of the people that are running, surely we've got to up the speed of all the vehicles as well. So I don't know. But then maybe that's just me not being very clever. He says. Oh man. XOJ, how you doing, buddy? Nice speed coupled with a global graphics stutter. Yes. Just as about to do so. I know it's so painful, mate. I feel you. I was talking about this on Raz's podcast last night, and it is such a pain in the ass, such a pain, and it winds me up as well. I got to say, it's but I don't know if the speed. It's like I was saying last night. With the speed up, if that's introduced the stutters, I don't know. I could be talking out of my ass. Because we used to be able to run faster than what a lot of people know it is before this speed update. It was a lot faster originally, but not as fast. So it was. Oh, thank you for the boom. Oh, XOJ, thank you so much, mate. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you, Josh. I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. Have you noticed the out of sync breathing? Yes, they're also aware of that as well. That they're aware of all the bugs that are going on, because you've got the war correspondents guys like myself. They're all in there telling them what's going on, what the score is, and telling them what's being done. So believe me, it's they're fully aware of all the faults that are happening, and they're aware they've got to get on it and fix it. So yeah. It's it's frustrating, but yeah, it's just the way it is. Sorry. If you're still live on Twitch, I can get on my PC and watch you. Yeah, perfect, mate. Martin, no problem, mate. I'm going to be on for a good another. How long have I been on now? So I've been on for an hour. I'm going to be on for another couple, 3 hours at least, minimum, mate. So yeah. Yeah, so we got another update coming as well. Yes, we got another update coming as well. So that's very, very soon. So it's incredible, really. Yeah. Austin Metro. They were pieces of shit. They were, weren't they? Absolute pieces of shit. They were. Austin Metros, and didn't they? The Metros also had their own size tyre, so they cost a bloody fortune. Always remember the bloody. I have some mates that had an Metros, and they had to whenever they went to get new tyres, it would cost them a fortune in tyres because they're a special size, and it wasn't like a standard size. Sorry, mate. Say again.
Hello, Will.
Hello, mate.
How you doing?
You all right, guys? Sorry, guys. I'm yapping on stream, so I wasn't.
Yeah, it's fine.
If you were talking, I do apologise, and I didn't reply. My apologies.
No, it's fine. I'm just telling people where we are.
Nice.
Yes, it's busy today.
It is. It is busy today. I must admit, I was surprised. Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it.
Been doing garrison duties, Will, because no one else is doing the damn job.
Come on. Should be dead now. Yeah, he's dead now. He's right there. You see the little bastard up there running around on that silo. Little 13 inches like a mini most, probably. Yes. Yeah. No, but it did have an awkward size. They had a weird size wheel, and they weren't bog standard tyres, sort of thing. They were really strange.
To your left.
Yeah. Do you enjoying your stream, but we'll drop soon to have a game myself. No worries, XO. You're more than welcome. I hope you come in and join us, mate. You're more than welcome.
Garrison's OP is a shout.
Well, thank you, XO. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words.